This video is brought to you by my latest book, How to Play Melodic Rock Lead Guitar, a comprehensive guide to doing exactly that, playing melodic rock lead guitar. This is not just some collection of scale patterns and tabs, although you do get plenty of those, but you also get an entire chapter on how to come up with your own licks, as well as video content, tutorials and demonstrations, loads of jam tracks, and all the way through I'm encouraging you to expand your fretboard knowledge and showing you how you can think in a more musical and melodic way. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's a little bit of a different video today because usually at this stage in proceedings I hold up a guitar and say, today it's all about this guitar, but I haven't got the guitar here to show you. Let me explain. A little while ago, a chap called Adrian got in touch and said, would I like to make a video with his guitar? So I said, well, yes, I'm always on the lookout for interesting guitars to make content with. So Adrian drove all the way from where he lives in a place called Ulverston to where I live in the town of Redcar, pretty much straight across country. Just drove that distance to bring me a guitar to let me have a play with it. You'll see Adrian in this next clip, which is me putting the guitar through its paces in the usual format. And let's have a look at what it is and what it sounds like. And as always, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and the jam track to play along with yourself. That is, as ever, up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description, as I think you probably know by now. It's $3 or roughly £3 a month, and you get access to all of these additional resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down in the description. So let's you've seen Adrian. Let's have a little bit of a chat with him so he can tell us all about that really rather lovely Yamaha Pacifica. So Adrian, tell me all about this lovely Yamaha Pacifica you've got here. Let's show it up to the loyal viewer. What have we got here?
It's a Yamaha Pacifica 604W. I think they made them from around about 97 to 2005, and I bought it in 1999. It's not stock as Yamaha made it. There have been changes to hardware, and there have also been changes to cosmetics. The main cosmetic change, as you will appreciate, it came with a lovely mother of toilet seat perloid pickguard, a white pickguard, and it also came with the white plastic strat knobs. So when I bought it, I loved the guitar, but I didn't like the cosmetics, and I always had a vision for it, something like a little bit more vintage and individual. So the tortoiseshell pickguard was added. The white knobs were taken away. We've got the satin grey knobs, which match the Goto bridge, and it also matches the finish of the Spurzl tuners. So we've got a cohesive aesthetic.
Were the Spurzls stock when the guitar came?
They were stock. To buy them now, those tuners are £105 a set, but they came stock on it, and it's an absolute beast for staying in tune. It's exceptionally good at staying in tune.
That's what I was going to ask you about, actually, because very kindly, knowing that I like 9-gauge strings, you put a set of 9s on.
I did.
Which means that the trem here, this is the Goto version of the Wilkinson trem, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It means that is decked, so I didn't have any chance to
wiggle it
a little bit. But what is the tuning stability like on?
It's great. It's absolutely great. I mean, I've for the past 5 or so years, it's been floating. I've been using the bar, and it's been returning to its position, and I put that down to just good spring tension, a well cut nut, and some absolutely rock solid tuners. The tuners are very good. So the pickups are new as well. Do you want to just run me through what it was that made you think a change of pickup was necessary? Well, when I was getting into guitar, the types of music that I was listening to were things like Santana, and I did like my heavy rock, like my Guns N' Roses, but I also liked the more acoustic bands like Delamitri. So I was trying to build a guitar that could do anything and was pretty good at all of those things. But the main reason for the change is I wanted a bit more meat in the neck. That was the main thing. So the jailhouse rails, a little bit more beefy than a single coil.
And who's that by?
Iron Gear.
Iron Gear.
All the pickups are Iron Gear.
Yeah.
So we've got a jailhouse rails in the neck. We've got a pig iron in the middle, and we have a rolling mill in the bridge, all from Iron Gear. Well, I don't know if I've said this already in the video because I haven't recorded it yet. This section is going to be edited into the final video, but when I was playing that demo that you'll have heard earlier, it was just a single channel on the amp, the vintage channel on the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury edition, and all of the changes in volume and gain and everything were just courtesy of the volume control. And we've got a push coil split here, coil tap, coil split, call it what you want, argue in the comments, on both of the humbucking pickups. And as I'm saying more and more these days, my kind of benchmark for a good and usable versatile guitar is that, can I plug it into a single channel amp and get every sound I need just using the controls? Well, I just did. Yes, there was some delay and reverb added in post-production in Reaper, and I also, on the clean lead parts, just to give it that sort of nofflery sort of sound, I added a little bit of compression. But that's it. Compression, delay, reverb. It's hardly a massive signal chain, is it? And it handled beautifully. What I do like here is if we look at the neck joint, in the 90s I had a Yamaha Pacifica. I think it was the 312 or the 512, I can't remember. I do know Steve from Boston had one on his channel a couple of years ago, and it was a very nostalgic experience. And it had this
neck joint here, designed, I believe, by a chap called Rich Lasner, who worked for Yamaha for a while and then ended up working for Peavey. But it's probably one of the first examples of a proper high fret access neck heel that is sort of standardised.
Quite unusual for the time.
Yeah, it was.
So you could say it was ahead of its time.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful playing experience. We'll put the weights and measures up on screen at some point if I haven't already done it. But quite a slim neck, which, given my finger escapades, which have sort of put me off slim necks, it did feel more comfortable than I was expecting it to. I played it before I took the measurement, and when I took the measurement, I thought, I wasn't expecting it to be that thin. It's a very, very comfortable neck to play on. You set this guitar up, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah, let's just grab the old action ruler, because when you brought it in here, I said, whoever set this up knows the trade, and you said that was me. So at the 12th fret, we've got an action of, gosh, I'm going to say that's not even 1.25 millimeters. That's probably just a hair over a millimeter at the 12th fret. You've done a remarkable job setting this.
I'm not a luthier. I dabble, but I'm not a luthier.
It's a lovely guitar. I mean, there is a very strong argument, as I often say, for saying that like a HSS Strat style guitar, which is, let's face it, what this is a guitar for all seasons, a go anywhere, do anything guitar. And this is a fine example of the breed. And I mean, 1999 you bought it?
I think it was 1999. I know what I paid for it back in 1999, which was £350 in 99. So,
but I mean, if you walked into a Yamaha dealership now and saw that hanging on the wall, you would not think there's a 26, 27-year-old guitar. It's absolutely in stonking condition. A beautiful guitar, Adrian. Thank you so much for your generous offer of letting me try it out. And how far have you travelled today to be here?
I think it was something like 112 miles. But 2.5 hours. What's that between friends, eh?
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it massively.
You're welcome.
And right.
One thing I would say about the guitar, about the cosmetics, which I should have said earlier, when I was getting this guitar all sorted with the cosmetics, one thing I never really liked about the Pacificas, still really today, which I thought was quite down market for the guitar, was the black printed logo up on the headstock.
Yes.
And so I wiped that off with acetone.
Okay.
And obviously the badge on the headstock was also black printed, so I wiped that off. And I found in a motorcycle dealer a little 25mm Yamaha gel badge, and I stuck that on. And when I work on guitars, or if I do parts casters or kits, the little A symbol on the headstock is what I put on them. That's my own little.
I was going to say
that's my own little decal.
I was thinking, don't remember that being a Yamaha badge at any time. But yeah, it's a fantastic guitar. The one thing I forgot to have a look at was the neck radius, but I'll put that on the weights and measures thing when I put that up. Thank you so much, Adrian. It has been an absolute blast, and well, I guess my job now is to get all this edited together into some sort of sensible order for YouTube. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's your guitar, sir. What a lovely bloke, and what a really rather nice guitar as well. Adrian's gone home now, but he did leave me with a parting shot that guitar is for sale. £450, including a really rather nice hard case that will come with it. If you're interested, give me a shout, jrguitartuition@gmail.com, and I'll put you in touch with Adrian, and maybe a deal can be worked out. Let's have a little bit of a look at some weights and measures for the guitar. Here they are. Weight of 3.4 kilos. Then the first surprise, guys, is the nut width. 40.5 millimeters. That's really rather skinny, isn't it? But I didn't perceive it that way as I was playing. I am especially sensitive to skinny necks, or kind of narrow necks on guitars, ever since I had that little finger impediment a little while back. You know, it's the reason I got rid of my PRS S2 standard, because suddenly the neck wasn't as accommodating and comfortable anymore post the accident. But, you know, I didn't perceive that this guitar, this Pacifica, to be that way at all. Just goes to show sometimes your perceptions and the numbers aren't always in line with each other. We've got the 1st and 12th fret neck profiles there, and a 14-inch fretboard radius. The DC pickup resistance readings are where we see another surprise. That bridge humbucker is 6.8k, which is, well, that's on the low side, isn't it? You know, as I was playing it, I was thinking, yeah, the sound I'm getting, this is probably going to be sort of 8 and a bit, maybe up to 9k resistance, but, you know, those are the readings that I got. Checked them a couple of times, made sure I didn't have it switched into single coil mode. It was 6.8k, whichever way it stacked up. The middle single coil 6.0, and the neck bladed humbucker 7.73. Whatever, it's a great sounding guitar. What else? Yes, I had a lot of fun playing that guitar. I really did. That little tune that you heard earlier in the video, just threw that together. I'd already got the bass line and the drums done, but all the guitar parts were done in about half an hour while Adrian was sat in the background. You could see him getting his groove on a little bit there. I think he enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed playing it. Personally, if it was my guitar, I would change the pickups. I found them a little bit, whilst they were good, whilst they sounded good, I was having to back the tone control off quite a bit, which you can make the argument, well, that's what it's there for. But I would, you know, I'd prefer something a little bit less trebly sounding, you know, under the hood. I just like a warmer sounding pickup than, you know, but it's, you know, it depends on what you're plugged into, doesn't it? I mean, you can take a guitar that sounds kind of very kind of brittle and trebly played through one amp, plug it into something else, and it sounds warm and buttery and bell-like and smooth, you know. But if it was, you know, for my everyday use, I would probably swap the pickups out. But I'm going to file that down as a me thing rather than a problem with the guitar. I want to say a massive thank you to Adrian for driving all that way to come and let me get my gammy paws on his guitar. Adrian, you are a gentleman, sir. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. We drink beer and we chat. Can you think of a better way to kick off a weekend? I can't. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.